Time for the best gridiron show in the Wabash Valley. In the Zone. Sponsored by Refreshment Services Pepsi, Terre Haute Savings Bank, and Union Center for Sports Medicine. Now your hosts, Rick Semler and Ross Rawley.
Good evening and welcome to In the Zone. And Ross, what can I say? Mother Nature is not a fan of high school football.
It was frigid out there tonight. I've got my shoes off under here. You can't see it, but I promise you my socks were soaked. Had to go barefoot.
Had a couple washouts. At least we got the games in time, but like you said, it was not fun. It was miserable out there.
Oh, no doubt about it. But a tribute to the fans for sticking around. We'll show you some of them moments
Yes,
later.
And we had Dave Wire. He's hiding over there in his office. we wanted to bring him out here so everybody can kind of pick on him. He knows how he doesn't show up at the games right now because the weather's been so bad.
Yeah, they'd be chasing him all over the place. But this rain does make for some awesome highlights.
It does, and we had lots of good highlights. I can't believe it. The calendar flipped to October this week. 2 weeks from tonight, Indiana High School football sectionals will kick off. Where is the season gone?
Wow, I don't know. It is flying by, and as we enter the home stretch here, we have several Wabash Valley teams playing really well. They're ready to make some deep postseason runs. Vincennes Lincoln, they've played solid all season. Sullivan, they've won 5 straight all of a sudden. Both North Vermilion and Linton, we know about them. They continue to dominate. Both the Falcons and Miners are unbeaten on the year. Terre Haute North is playing their best football of the season as well.
That's right. The Patriots have won back-to-back MIC games for the first time since 1997. Tonight, North hosted top-ranked Carmel. North has never beaten a number 1 ranked team. Look at the students here coming out in this mess tonight.
That's impressive.
Carmel 4th and goal at the North 5. Huge play by the Patriots. Chris Spencer sacks the Carmel quarterback. Second quarter, Terre Haute North running back Ricky Brookins, a 12-yard gain. He wouldn't go down on the play. Not an easy run here. North drive, though, would stall, and they would have to punt. Next time North gets the ball again, getting the job done on the ground. 3rd and 7, the senior brother Skink, 8 yards. Late first half, Carmel at the North 4-yard line. Patriots defense, another big stop. Vasco Bilberry, the pick. North went to the half down 7-0. Third quarter, it's that Spencer kid again for Terre Haute North. Look at him here, just body slam the Carmel QB to the ground. Wow, he played good tonight. North struggled as special teams. Of course, a wet ball, wet field, it's not easy. John Kinney for Carmel blocks the punt. Daniel Brewer picks up the football and races 19 yards to the house. Carmel takes a 14-0 lead. Early fourth quarter, North Penn deep in their own territory. Patriots cough up the football. Ryan Sondel scores on the fumble return for the Greyhounds. Carmel wins 28-0, but I'm telling you now, this game was much closer than the final score indicates. The Patriots defense gave up just 14 points. They were great in this game. North will try for a winning regular season next week when they wrap up the regular season at Indy North Central. Terre Haute South was looking to stop a 4-game losing streak. The Braves were at Warren Central. Warren Central on the board first. Anthony Cooper-Taylor, the QB sneak. South trying to answer Warren Central's TD. Danny Etling goes to his favorite target, Tyler Seibert. Huge gain, 80 yards. Seibert would go down inside the Warriors' 10-yard line. This play, though, really sums up the game. It's the straw that broke the camel's back. South trying to get a field goal at that long reception. Warren Central blocks the field goal, and guess what? They're going 90 yards the other way. It was that kind of night for Terre Haute South. Warren Central wins 35-0. The Braves have dropped 5 straight. They did suffer a big injury tonight. QB Danny Etling re-injured his right ankle in the first quarter of this game. He never returned to action. No word how serious his injury is. Ross.
Well, North Central senior Chase Van Schoik ran himself into the IHSAA record books 1 week ago. He rushed for a state single-game record, 511 yards. In a T-Birds win over Riverton Park. What would Van Schoik do for an encore tonight? His T-Birds hosted Wood Memorial. After a huge first half, he starts the second half with a bang. We've seen shake and bake. Well, how about a little shoik and bake? Chase Van Schoik, 70 yards to the end zone, stretching out that Thunderbird lead. It was really wet there. They came out diving in the water. Now, North Central's quarterback Dylan Bailey can run the rock, too. He comes out of the pocket, fakes it to the back, takes off himself. Bailey keeps the motor running for a nice gain there. All these North Central kids just run so hard. Such a common theme. Here's the fullback Justin Burris just punishing tacklers on his way down the field. Hard runner. We change ends for the end of the quarter. The T-Birds go back to Burris, slipping outside the edge. He takes it in for the score, and the T-Birds cruise to the win over Wood Memorial, 41-0. the final from Farmersburg. Class 1A top-ranked Linton put their 7-0 record on the line at Union. Some dedicated Union fans toughing it out. A sloppy mess from the get-go. This is Zane Hayden on the opening kickoff. Ball squirts out, but the Miners recover it, and they got right to work. First play from scrimmage, the handoff to Coy Kaiser. Kaiser turns the corner, then he turns on the Jets all the way down the sideline for the score, and the Miners strike first. Union ball, they drop back to pass it. It's a wet surface out there, and the ball goes right to Cole Bradbury. He's there to pick off the slippery pigskin. This play gets a little bit nuts, Rick. Bradbury with a nice run back. He's brought down, or is he? His knees never touch the ground. Bradbury gets up and finishes it, taking it to the house. I've never seen anything like that. Have you?
Not in high school, and that will be Rick Rally's Monday.
Unbelievable play. Even Mother Nature couldn't stop the Linton Miners tonight. They start the game scoring twice with one offensive play. They go on to win 71-0. Time to take our first time out. When we come back, we'll check in on all kinds of more action in the Valley.
All kinds. We'll check in the WIC with Sullivan and West Vigo. Plus, we'll let you know how North Vermilion did, and we have the Park County Showdown between Rockville and Riverton Park when we return.
Now back to Rick Sendler and Ross Rawling.
Welcome back to In the Zone. 5 straight wins has put Sullivan in first place in the WIC. The Golden Arrows, the only unbeaten team in the conference. Sullivan had a home game tonight against South Vermilion. Payne Fortner keeping his hands warm, and it worked out. Fortner flips it out to Brooks Wesley. He lets Wesley go to work. Look at the tailback, just sliding through would-be tacklers. He finds the end zone for the Arrows. Get this, 1 of 5 touchdowns on the night for the junior tailback.
Pretty good.
He is one tough customer. South Vermilion trying to run the rock in the rain. Tanner Akers gets the carry. It's a nice carry. He takes it all the way down into the red zone around the goal line, but the Sullivan defense came up huge. This is right before the half. Watch them come up with a big-time stop. The Wildcats force the fumble after the officials sort out the pile. The Golden Arrows do recover it. Lots of standing around there. The defense eventually does go crazy after the recovery. They think they have it, and they do. There's the pandemonium, and Sullivan wins a wet one at home over South Vermilion. The Golden Arrows take it 38-6. West Vigo and Northview each have 1 loss in the WIC. They sit tied for second. I wish. I would have killed for one of those things. Tonight, the two collided at West Vigo. Vikings love getting on the ground, and here Jimmy Maples takes it around the corner for a nice pickup and a first down. Maples trying to go to the other side. Not so fast. Chad Godsey right there with a big hit to sack Maples for the loss. Knights in hot pursuit of Maples again. The mobile quarterback can't slip away from Drake McKee. McKee brings him down, but the Vikings come out on top at home. They shut out the Knights, winning 12-0, giving themselves a chance at the conference next week.
North Vermilion faced their toughest test of the season tonight. The Falcons, who are 7-0, ranked 7th in the state in Class A, hosted Class 2A. 5th-ranked Fountain Central, who is also unbeaten on the season. The battle between these two unbeatens took place in Cayuga. North Vermilion's offense gets all the highlights on Friday, but their defense says, hey, we can play. Falcons rightly chew, eats up the QB for a sack. Fountain Central is known for that rugged, we will pound you football. Michael DeWayne, a big reason why. He rips off this long TD run to put the Mustangs up 6-0 in the first quarter. Second quarter, Fountain Central driving again on the rollout. North Vermilion's Abbott Dowers picks off the pass. That was a big play. It sets up that high-octane Falcons offense. A few plays later on 4th down, Braden Woodard takes the snap. Busted play, Ross. What's he going to do? Braden Woodard is the guy you want with the football in his hands if a play gets busted up. He takes it all the way. This is on 4th down. 4 tackles. The kid is unreal. 60 yards to the house. North Vermilion wins this battle of unbeatens. The Falcons come out on top 25-21. Congratulations. They improved to 8-0 on the season. For the 4th year in a row, Rockville and Riverton Park met for the Park County Paddle. Tonight's matchup took place in Rocks Country. Second half, Riverton Park's Caleb McBride passes to Cody Hutchell for 20 yards, but this game was all Rockville, especially on defense. McBride pitches it, strikes Spangler. Ow! That's a big-time hit. Fumble, live ball. Isaiah Thurman of Rockville lands on it. Next, Riverton Park possession. Dale Lasnick in the backfield. He tries to run to the outside, but he is getting nowhere. Brandon Cooper tackle for the loss. Rockville defense pitches the shutout. Rockville wins 32-0. The Park County Paddle stays with Rockville for the 4th year in a row. Now, when we come back, we'll head down south to check out how Vincennes, Lincoln, and Washington did.
Plus, we'll check in on the land of Lincoln on the Marshall Lions. That's next. Welcome back to In the Zone. Vincennes Lincoln has matched their win total from a season ago with 5 victories. A win tonight, the Alices would have the most the program's seen since 2006. Vincennes Lincoln had a Big 8 conference game over in Illinois at Mount Carmel. You can see the weather not very cooperative in the land of Lincoln. Doesn't matter for Brant Nowatzki, just like the Postal Service. Through rain and sleet and snow, it's the first one and the first touchdown. 7-0 Alices. Lots of fumbles on this rainy evening in Illinois. Here Mount Carmel coughs up the snap. The Alices pounce on it and they pick up the turnover. We saw the speed back go outside. Now it's time for the power back to go inside. The give to Avery Mickens from 10 yards out, running over everyone that comes in his path. Mickens rumbles in for the touchdown to give Lincoln a 2-score lead. They go on to beat Mount Carmel 20-0. Washington had a tough game at Class 4A, second-ranked Jasper. Look at that field, just a muddy mess in Wildcat country. That probably led to that Jasper fumble. Washington recovers it, and on the very next play, the Hatchets capitalizing on the turnover. Tough running through the middle of the defense, all the way to the end zone for the score, but it was too little too late for Washington. They fall to Jasper 47-16. Hatchets lose.
Over in Illinois, Marshall picked up win number 1 of the season last week. The Lions were hoping to make it 2 straight tonight. They hosted Lawrenceville. Good to see Lawrenceville having a good season. They entered tonight 4-2. It's been a few rough years over there for them. Indians QB with a nice run into Marshall territory. That Lions defense would stiffen next time they game tackle the Lawrenceville QB for the sack. Everybody slipping and sliding. A bunch of kids out there just having some fun. Later in the game, Marshall driving deep in Lawrenceville territory. The Indians turn to make a defensive play. They get the quarterback sack. Lawrenceville gets a nice road win. Indians getting closer to a possible playoff spot over in Illinois. They are now 5-2 on the season. How about our Sports 10 Spirit Award? Terre Haute North, it's showing up in droves in the rain.
If you're out in the rain, you deserve to be on the Spirit Award tonight. What a night.
Sullivan fans, more umbrellas, I think, than fans tonight. Kudos to any fans that show up to the games tonight. Time for our smashes of the night. Fountain Central's Brad Bowers drilled the receiver to the ground. Northview's Liam Jones, watch this, Ross.
Up and over, a little topsy-turvy. Go for the leg.
Look at that ride. Flip him over there. Hey, good tackle there. Terre Haute North's Chris Spencer, I really like this. I was at this ball game. It says, hey, quarterback, look at that white jersey. It's going to get dirty. Flips him to the ground.
Powerful tackle.
And then this hit right here. This is why I didn't like playing football. Oh, your gut has to hurt from that, doesn't it?
That's your fault. I never tried.
What a hit there. Here are some other scores from around the Wabash Valley. Congratulations to all the winners on just a crazy night for football. Now, looking ahead to next week, the final week of the regular season, a couple of huge games. Sullivan at West Vigo, the WIC title on the line. Sullivan entered the season. They thought they could win this.
And right now, they've put themselves in the driver's seat to win. They haven't lost a conference game yet. They have a really, really balanced offense. Payne Fortner can throw the ball. And then Brooks Wesley, you saw 5 touchdowns tonight. It was a rainy mess out there. There was a lot of slipping around, but still, he was fast.
Yes.
And nobody else was. So he's a tough customer.
Another big game that has conference title on the line next week. Linton and North Central game has been moved to Lucas Oil Stadium, the home of the Colts. Should be a great ball game. Van Schoik has rushed over 700 yards the last 2 weeks. We'll see what the Linton defense has in store for him.
If you like points, show up for that one.
Great night for In the Zone. Hope everybody out there has a good weekend.